Spider jumps are off cooldown next turn. I don't think he's going to have too many more direct damage spells than he's already cast on me, right? That's 2 techs already of direct damage spells. It's kind of a lot to begin with. I guess the Overflow is not a direct damage spell. He'll start with 1. I think you start with Shackles. So it's really only 1 tech. What's the other one? There's an AoE one, right? Like Ice and Fire or something. It's the other Soul Cast one. Yeah, Soul Fire. Just trying to decide if it's time to start clumping up a little bit or not. He's down to 35 points. 35 still to recast though. So I'd like to throw out an AoE heal here. Just to get that on cooldown.
Turned.
Thanks, Mini Morphe. How many turns am I slowed for the rest of my life? It's too bad. This is Sundered Resistance is what that is. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's a lot of range. That unit's hard to hit too. Kind of need him to bring him into my spider web range, which is 2 lower than his caster range, so it's probably unlikely that's going to happen. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the spider though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 there. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. Can hit front lines too. So we want to kind of go right to the edge there, I think. I want faster units in front, I guess. Okay. I count that right? I counted the tiles wrong last turn. 2, 3. It's like there. Could even bait it 1 round. Just to wait for it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What do we think he's used? We think he's used this. We don't think he's used this one yet, right? That's single target too. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's so fucking annoying. I mean, I could just take the hit to get it on cooldown. I don't know how much advancing this is going to be though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Something like that. Like these a little bit more central. And we want to bring this other spider over. Okay. Currently missed the range on that. 1, 2. Yeah, definitely missed. Dude, this 7 range bullshit is so annoying. This map is so toxic for this too. Like I can't charge anything because I can't ever close the distance. Alright, well, let's hope Evokers fuck, or Mana Addicts fuck him. Of course he's frost damage too, so it's like twice as bad too. It's a big nuke there. So much damage dealt. He's, well, if he doesn't cast here, it takes a while for the morale to kick in. It's just, I mean, I've got tons of space, right? I've got a whole nother platform we could retreat to. I wish this battlefield was a little bit more reasonable. Game has so many issues, it's not even funny. Yeah, I don't know. Like, every time I let him cycle his cooldowns like this, it's bad news for us. I already misplayed once with not watching the range on this thing. Didn't realize it was in range of it. Maybe the early spec, I've been going Archer, but maybe the early spec should be Fire Orb or Orb instead, because the Battle Mage spells are so good in PvP. Don't know. Sword and shield with magic. It's interesting. Yeah, that worked really well for you, Red, in our PvP. I haven't tried that yet. It'd be nice to be able to use sword and shield. I mostly sell sword and shield items. Okay, why did he not take his morale hit? He cast no spell? Maybe he did. Maybe he cast at the beginning of the round. We are currently slowed on top of this. Should we run into this and just die? I feel like that's probably not our play. Alright. So we're -1 tile move speed. I really do need these spiders to play in the game at some point. Their webs are going to be super important to this. So stupid, the pathing. I want to go to this tile. If I go there, I'm out of movement, but it thinks this is fine. Walking through the debuff that it knows is a debuff because it doesn't let me undo, unlike every other move. So I could walk to here, then walk to there. So stupid. Alright, I guess we're withdrawing to the next island. It's going to give his hero cooldowns cycle, let his heroes cycle cooldowns, which is going to be super annoying. Can I move this one first? It's blocking the way, right? But these guys are not slowed, they are slowed. Anyone not slowed, you're not slowed. This would be different if you weren't playing Mana Addicts. You want to leave that one. Actually, can I undo that? Yeah. You want to leave the archers hanging out over here. Help cover that withdrawal. Get a bit congested over here. It's going to take like 3 turns to reset because I have to run on these stupid 1-tile chokes that would not matter except he's playing exactly Frostcasters. Dude, what terrain type is this so I can just agree to never engage in this again? Like what generated this map? 'Cause this map is infuriating. Swamp. Okay. It's a green ever to fight on Swamp. Because it's toxic as fuck. This is gonna make the fight take twice as long. Should use that heal last turn. All right. Slow engage. I think he cast last turn. I think it was just a long turn last turn. So I think it's this turn. I think it's at the end of your turn. All right, I'm gonna grab water. Back in a second. Anyone know what happens if I move a single unit to the retreat tile? Does the individual unit retreat? And does it have penalties to the rest of the team when that unit does that? Like, can I evacuate the scout? I don't care if it lives or dies. I just don't want to give him the morale benefit from it dying on the map. I don't think I'm threatened by a morale hit to my team. I just don't want to give him the morale boost of killing an enemy unit. I think it's a buff time, it looks like, what's happening here. More of this fucking ridiculous extra HP buff. It never goes away and stacks with itself. Can you cast it an infinite number of times? Like, should my strategy be to take a bunch of 6-range, like 7-range archers in the corner of the map and go awakened archers with overflow and just stack HP? That's such a stupid ability. Okay. Alright, that's a 15er though, so he's down to 20 mana. Oh yeah, it stacks with itself, the HP buff. Just went from 50 to 70 HP. It gets better every time you cast it, right? I agree, the HP shouldn't stack.
You have returned.
Thanks, Daggletard. I mean, if it expired, sure, so be it. Like, everything else in this game stacks, but everything else has a 3-turn duration. This has an infinite duration for the battle. He thinks so. He says that it's not as bad as Alacrity. I feel like Barbarian Alacrity is fine. There's no way we want to stand here and get cast on, right? We can't gap close this, so we just withdraw again. We're going to get split if we're not careful here. Might get split if we are careful. But this terrain looks good to fight in. I want to see what the prompt is if I move to the retreat tile too. Okay. I should be able to dispel it, and it auto timeout like the other buffs. I feel like the fact it didn't timeout is just a pure oversight. I don't think it was designed to stack with itself. Like, it doesn't show on their cards. Right? It doesn't show as a thing here or a thing here. And if you hover their buffs over here, you know, it just shows one charge of it. It doesn't say like, so overflow times 2, but it is nevertheless stacking. So no duration. And so I think it's probably an oversight, but who knows? The design, it's tough to tell what's an oversight and what's just bad design in this game. There's so more game design that's not worried about player balance at all. There's a lot of that here. No, you can't do anything to that. No. You can't interact with this spell at all. I guess we're planning on fighting here, I guess. I should probably move this closer. Fucking spider. Will you avoid the water, please? Thanks. Kind of want the jump. I guess we're not going to be engaging for a while anyways. That's the whole point of doing this. So I guess I don't need to burn movement abilities right now, even if it helps me reposition better. Okay, the slow's worn off over here. I think we have a restore up. We should use this. Wait, how did it not remove the lightning debuff? Didn't I just cast a thing that literally says remove in the text? Has the negative status effects removed? Why do you fucking still have electrocute? Okay. No bugs in this game, chat. If you think there's bugs, you're imagining it. You are mistaken. Yeah. I definitely want to check the escape here. Electrified is not a bad thing. Nope. That ain't it. quite a lot of mana. I also think their combat point and world map point system is a really cool idea, but I don't think it actually works. I think one of the big offenders is the mage hero. I think is a little bit overpowered for the number of points it gives, but I think it's just a little strong in general. Like, you can tell because there's like Imperium stuff in there that's like 15 or 20, and like there's a whole bonus on society. The society bonus is 5 per caster, and these are like supposed to be impactful bonuses, but like that guy just gives such a large base amount. It'd be nice if that was a little bit lower. I wonder if I can do anything to this hero. I mean, it's in a bad position. Burning kills that. Wish it told me the damage preview on it. It is impacted by resist. Here, it's going to do a full 8, obviously. Alright, so let's see. It can't reach. I think I can run into the water and put it out. I actually think that's real. They have those weird interactions here. But I want to see what happens if I were to move here. What is it? It gives me a warning, right? Okay. Moving a unit to a retreat zone will cause it to become routed and leave the battle. Nearby units will lose morale. The unit will lose health and move points after battle. If you lose the battle, the unit will either die or scatter and reappear. Could this be quantified? It'd be really useful if this was quantified. Anyone know what the routing penalty amount is? Are we tempted by this hero standing in the water? It has 110 health because of the double spells, sadly. It is wet and strengthened. Alright, first things first, let's see if we can put out the water. I think we can, right? Okay. Alright, there's fire taken care of. Kill his ruler, he can't cast spells. I don't think we have enough damage to focus that. So we can get 1 spider in. I can get 1 stun on it. So we can get 2 turns of it, although all of his units are going to get there. It kind of... I can get 2 spiders there. I can leap 2 spiders on there. We can force flanks on it. So it would be 2 spiders, the shieldman. We have to give up the spiders. The spiders are going to die doing that too. And we walk into how many nukes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one can nuke us. That one can nuke us. That one can nuke. We can walk into all the nukes. It's a kind of fun ability to be able to play with your hero up front like this. Normally you can't do this because your hero just gets sniped. But with the double stacking HP buff, it's actually kind of fun. Kind of fun not to be on the receiving end, quite honestly, but... I don't know if I have much more room to retreat into. He's got 2 more spells, though. Yeah, it feels so bad to have to approach this, for sure. I mean, we are a flanker race, so we have extra damage on flanks. Distract causes flanks. We get 2 archer attacks, 2 hero attacks, 2 spider attacks, and possibly a stun in there. I could see if the stun landed. Like a 50-50 about. Do I also get a poison? Where's my other hero? Way the fuck off over here, right? No poison there. What other mobility units do I have? The Warg. Can set up for another spider net next turn too. I don't know, we might be able to kill his hero here. Feels like it might be a good spot. It might be total bait though. This is his tankiest unit on the front line. It's not that tanky though, only 3 armor, 3 resist. Let's see what happens. I guess, hold on, there's another question. Can I kill any other units? Like, could I kill that, that Warlock? I wish I got a damage preview as well. So we're doing 14 twice. Unit is at unit's at 60, chat. It's at 60 because of these buffs. All right, I mean that's like a full HP one of my units. Okay, we're not gonna kill that unit, so I guess we're going for the leader. I'm not sure. It feels like we're gonna be taking 1,000,000 damage doing this. I really like this mana thing to attrition him. I can move the unit to check damage, then undo it, yeah. As long as I don't get wet along the way. So we're doing 10 a pop. Okay. Oh, I almost hit end turn accidentally. All right, let's try hitting with Mark. I don't know why he gets lifesteal off my spells, but okay, I guess. Alright, did land. Got the stun. My hero only has 90 health. We have to get the damage though, right? Is that on fire is the problem? We're gonna get a sick web next turn. Where's the rest of my damage? 30 there, 70 there. Only 1 shot though. 90 there, 1 shot. 50 there, 2 shots. Pretty exposed right here. 2 shots though. We gotta kill the hero, right? That's the goal. What's the range on this? 3, 4. 1 off, sadly. Okay. It should do lots of things differently, 100% agree. But it doesn't, sadly. Alright, I guess that means we're committing. That's what this is. It might be a mistake. I'm not sure. The hero being forward and stunnable was a really big, really appealing for me. We can stun him again there next turn too, potentially. Gotta figure out where we're doing damage from. I think I like water there at 80s. Do we have overchannel? We have overchannel too. Is it worth a second Sunder? Only cost us 5. Probably is. Can enemies go negative armor? I can't remember. He'll clear the debuffs next turn because that fucking spell also clears debuffs. In addition to buffing damage and buffing health permanently that stacks with itself, it also clears debuffs. So it's actually probably... I don't know if it clears stun. If it clears stun, that's actually super bad. It might clear stun too. It probably does. Oh, we probably just got baited. Fucking spell, alright. I think I'm not going to engage with a second Sunder right now. Save it next turn for the double Sunder. Yeah. Single 90 in cover is okay. The cast on these things ignores cover is all. All of these attacks do morale damage too because they count as flanks. Do we just go for it here? Or maybe if we give him enough targets, it's just going to be... His casters can't target all my... I mean, the AoE is the only problem, I guess. They're going to AoE his own hero, though. Might actually be good for us. A lot of decisions. That's what I like in a game. If I run over fire when I'm wet, do you think it puts out water? Like, do I dry? Oh, I don't have leap. Son of a bitch. And because I ran through water, I can't move. That's annoying. Thought that guy had leap. So we miscounted by 1 on our spider. Wait, can I not move better than that? And we don't have leap here either. Wait, can I just not leap when I'm in water? Is that the problem? I don't know why that one didn't have cooldown. Okay. Some mistakes here. I leapt to that tile instead of moved there? I was supposed to walk to the tile and leap from here. It didn't unclick leap when I reset movement, so I just got bugged and lost a unit move. That sucks. That sucks a lot, okay? I think it's there. I think here and here is just no good. There with double 50s is maybe okay. Because flank is good enough for that. We go here. We're gonna get AoE'd there. Alright, anything else left? We got another stunner we want to get closer. There's fine, right? 1, 2, 3 stun. And that's all my moves. Now I got one more. I got the Sunderer. It's gonna be late to the fucking party, sadly. Oh, still ran through water, even though I passed it 3 movement points. God, I fucking hate this map. This map is so garbage with the way the game plays out. Both for the fight difficulty, but also for your interactions with your units are so stupid on this map. Because it doesn't path to avoid water, but water is a relevant debuff. It's so stupid. I mean, that's good. His leader's almost broken. Although he'll get a shit ton of morale back from the units he kills here. God, that's so annoying. I lost my leap from pathing. Ah, there it is. Did it remove stun? Of course it removes stun as well. As if that's somehow reasonable. Alright, how much health did it give him? 1,000 health and remove stun. Nice. That's so fucking broken. What a broken spell. I mean, honestly, maybe there's enough tier 1 bullshit that Spawnkin would be fine in this, right? Alright, I believe that's his last cast. It should be minus 15, he should be at 5. 70% from there. Don't have overwhelm tactics yet, but we can set that up. I don't know how many AoEs he's got left. Can root this. What is that? That's his other hero. Killing both his hero probably wins the game, right? I mean, Lucky shooting into that. This guy also, I believe, has our... Oh, we're going to go wet into the front of their line, though, on my leader. My leader can just die here. Is that too aggressive for our positioning? How much health is remaining here? Still 40 health here. Because 150 max HP on this fucking character right now. We're pretty far ahead of our units doing that. That's still 80 there. No crits. But at least I get heavy cover doing it. We're gonna still get nuked. It's not the... We're gonna get charged to... What else can hit me? I need to know how many single target nukes he's got left. That's off cooldown. I think that means if it's cooldown 1, no, can't use ability for 2 turns. Okay. Two turns. Actually, we're fine. Almost all of his are off cooldown, so it's just the charges. I can live with that. Take the crits. This gives us overwhelm too. The only issue is if I want to use overchannel, I have to do this before I commit combat actions because it won't let me cast overchannel when the turn is done on the character. We have killing momentum on the leader too, I think. No, we don't. We're not high enough level yet. So that always happens, right? Okay, and then we probably happen there. Do we have another way to kill that? We've got a web there. A stun there. Units in there. Scout could not quite get the kill. I think that's our only way to kill it. So I guess it has to be that. Do we want to cast again? What would our flanks look like? We already have flanks there. Already have a flank there. Can leap instead of web. That's a good call, actually. Save our shots here would be really nice. Kind of like it. I was enjoying the idea of keeping that guy rooted, but I think you're right. I think we might even go there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leap. No, I can't get there. Go there though. -1 leader. Okay. Fucking hunting spiders are so nice. Yeah, the spider dies for sure, but better than the leader wasting his actions there. We can also now cast a second spell and get flank damage on this guy. He's out of mana too, so if we hit that stun, he can't leave. Oh, we're 1 tile off hitting that stun. I think it's still good. Needs to be a hotkey for cast. Maybe there is. I just don't know it. Okay. Remember, every flank is morale damage too, though, which we care a lot about. We're gonna get AoE'd over there. We don't want the spider there. I don't know about this unit moving into that. Alright, so what else do we have here? We've got a spider who used their leap. So that's not a spider at all. This unit can't get in range of anything else, so... That's a flank, and where's the other one? So that's a flank. Alright, so it's... Pathing matters too, because they block each other. So I can go there and still have movement left. And then go here. I don't get 2 shots right now. This is like a charge. It's like a crossbow. So it's here. Shoot. Alright, yeah, the spider's got 9,000 health, 70 health. There. Here. 2, 3. I mean, he doesn't give a shit about the spider. It's his summon. His combat summon, by the way, I might add. I guess this guy. And I might have been able to get a Sunder in. Shit. Not the position I want to be in. Alright, we can actually get here and start either flanking or poisoning here. Flank shot for morale damage. I don't know if poison 1 flanks. It does, so we poison 1 flank. Okay. Wish I had leap. Remind me never to use leap ever. Again before this. Alright, so you're coming in here looking for a stun. I guess I could shield wall here for defenses here. It's not going to help, right? This does Allies are just physical defense, sadly. So actually going there is going to get us grouped up, so we go here instead. It's another stun in a minute, though. Am I okay with that? I'm okay with that on the spider. The AoE's there, or here. I guess we don't want to be AoE'd there. So what does this look like? It looks like that, and then that. Alright, we keep the scout out of here. I don't want to give him any freebie morale rolls. Alright, we cast our spells, did our damage, spiders leaped. We fired with our hero, so we are done.